Hi, Oprah. I'm Dr. Tony Roach, and I believe I have a unique way of helping people to live their best life. I want to help people see that it's a new day, a new life, a new approach with Dr. Roach. At the age of 16, I dropped out of the 10th grade because I couldn't read. Eventually, my disruptive behavior led me into the streets to do things I'm not proud of today. I found myself gravitating toward gang activities, promiscuity, drugs, and alcohol, and eventually, I dropped out of school for 5.5 years. At the age of 22, my life completely changed. After a horrible shooting of my best friend and heeding the advice of one of my older mentors, I made up my mind that I was going to go back to the 10th grade so I could learn to read. I sequestered myself in the basement of my parents' home for 13 consecutive months. I studied from 6 a.m. to past 12 o'clock midnight every day. I put words on index cards and the definition of the words on the back of the cards. I did whatever it took to learn how to read. I stopped hanging with friends. I stopped going out at night. I stopped partying. I even let some friends go, which caused them to resent me. I was so determined to learn how to read that I would go without food for days. Even my parents began to question my sanity. And then, before long, words like multi-generational transmission and homeostasis and self-differentiation began to flow from my lips. And then I discovered I not only had learned how to read, but now I knew how to learn. I immediately enrolled back in the 10th grade at John Hay High School, and a year and a half later, I got my high school diploma. Then I got an AA degree, a BS degree, a master's degree, eventually a doctor's degree, and now the dropout has become the doctor. During my doctoral thesis, I was compelled to find out what was causing me to do these negative, self-sabotaging, destructive things to myself. And then I discovered I, like millions of people all over the world, was suffering from a phenomenon called old self-love. So what is old self-love? We see it in the mother who's an alcoholic who keeps going back to the bottle. We see it in the father who's a drug addict who wants to stop, but he keeps going back to the drugs. We see it in a teenager who keeps going back to abusive relationships. We even see it in people who have been sexually abused as children, who become perpetrators of abuse and then abuse other children, while other people who were sexually abused as children become rescuers of other children. Ladies and gentlemen, this toxic, negative behavior is called old self-love. But you can live your best life by putting off your old self-love and putting on your new self-love. And that's what my New Self-Love television show will be all about. So Oprah, there you have it. My purpose in life is twofold. First is to help people to get control over their lives so that they can stop living in the devastation of their old self-love. Second is to help people to live in the empowerment of their new self-love so that they can live their best life on this earth. So audience, please, I need your vote so that I can have my own TV show. Judges, please, I need your approval so I can get it done. And I'll guarantee you this, we will help millions of people all over the world realize that the good news is that the bad news is a lie. It's a new day. It's a new life. We can create a new earth. It's a new approach with Dr. Roach.